Can peace ever truly bloom from a battlefield, scarred by conflict? The recent developments in the peace talks between Ukraine and Russia might provide an answer to this question. Our story begins with Ukraine and Russia making progress on a potential peace plan. The plan involved a ceasefire and Russian withdrawal if Kiev declares neutrality and accepts limits on its armed forces. In exchange for renouncing NATO ambitions and refraining from hosting foreign military bases, Ukraine would receive security guarantees from allies. Enter former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, who has been a key mediator in these talks. Despite the optimism, concerns about Russia's commitment to peace were never far away. The biggest obstacles included Western guarantees for Ukrainian security, the status of seized territories, and Russia's demand for recognition of Crimea annexation. Fast forward to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's historic visit to Washington, 300 days after Russia invaded Ukraine. The president emphasized a desire for a just peace, without compromising Ukrainian territory or sovereignty. He requested more U.S. military support, including additional Patriot air defense systems. This visit underscored both the tensions and complexities in the U.S.-Ukraine relationship, with Zelensky seeking increased assistance and Biden emphasizing the importance of face-to-face diplomacy. Tragically, peace talks were marred by Russia's deadly attacks on various Ukrainian towns and cities, including strikes with Iranian-made drones and missiles hitting residential areas. Ukrainian President Zelensky condemned these attacks as bestial savagery. Despite failed talks between Chinese leader Xi Jinping and President Putin in Moscow, both leaders called for reducing tensions in Ukraine without acknowledging Russia's role in the conflict. Former Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, who had previously suggested that the United States blocked a peace agreement, clarified that there was no actual deal to block. The ultimate failure to strike a peace deal was attributed to the Bucha massacre by the Russian armed forces in Ukraine in 2022, which is being investigated as a war crime. Ukrainian officials have rejected any ceasefire talks as a Russian ploy to rebuild its military. In summary, the peace talks between Ukraine and Russia have been a winding journey, fraught with obstacles and marred by violence. Yet, the pursuit of a peaceful resolution continues. The implications of these talks are far-reaching, potentially shaping the geopolitical landscape and impacting the lives of millions. As we look to the future, we are reminded of the delicate balance between war and peace, sovereignty and compromise. The question remains, can lasting peace truly bloom from a war so protracted?